Hello, Virgo. It's umomgtarot, and this is your someone secretly talking about you tarot card reading. Let's do it again with the astrology reading cards and figure out who we're talking about, and then what we're talking about when it comes to you using the tarot. If you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website, and here's your first card. So, we are talking about Taurus energy, and this energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, productive, yet relaxed and slow. So we have Taurus energy. A lot of you are familiar with Taurus energy. As a fellow earth sign, you know that this is a very controlled pace that they go at, and what they're talking about will be a little bit more than surface level. Actually it could be surface level, but it could be a little more calculated than that. Their way of thinking is more practical and logical, but Taurus also has this little air of, I want pleasure, I want things to be pretty and beautiful and make sense and aerodynamic. Alright, and then your next card is, who's that? That's Aries. And the energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely. So this is a very motivated sign as well. This is a fire sign, and it is ruled by the planet Mars. So now we have a Mars-Venus energy. So I'm a lover and a fighter type energy. Now Mars also is very involved with conflict, aggression, and boldness, but also courage. So this is about either rising up or about like this person's going out of their way, doing too much. Now, also with Aries and Taurus energy, it feels like a very tough type person, very independent and tough type person. So let's zoom out a little bit so you can actually see. All right, and now we have Pisces energy in the mix, and the energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. So now we have the love energy in there a little bit more. We have a little bit of the dreamy, losing touch with reality type energy as well. Like somebody who can be irrational at times, somebody who can be in their feelings and act based on that. We already have reactive energy from Mars coming from Aries, and then so Pisces is giving us that deluded, dreamy illusions, like mind altering. I always feel like, like depression or anxiety or things that affect how you feel, and then how you feel affects your perspective of things, and that's all that Pisces energy. Also rules like hospitals, right? So mental health and all that stuff's going to be big with this person. But we're looking at, maybe rage and regret energy, because Pisces does have that forgiving, compassionate type energy with them. But let's have a look at the Golden Universal and see what's going on, what they are talking about when it comes to you, Virgo. Let's have a look. Here we go. So your first card here is 10 of Wands. Let's start there with the burdens, is primarily what that card is about. Then we have the 9 of Swords, giving us a little bit of anxiety, and possibly anxiety that's been around for too long. We do have the Fool here, and this is giving me energy of somebody talking about wanting to start over and take a leap of faith. Then we have the Strength card, your second major arcana, giving us Leo energy as well as strength and endurance. Then we have some defensiveness coming from the 7 of Wands, and we have your spread. This looks like a very short journey to me from my perspective. It looks like somebody who's been carrying a lot with them this whole time. Somebody that's talking about you because they're carrying a lot of burdens. They're carrying a lot of feelings, a lot of thoughts, and a lot of actions, possibly just a lot of baggage when it comes to your name. The 9 of Swords is giving me this energy that they have a lot of anxiety or unresolved issues as a result of everything that they've been through on that journey home with you. So you guys may have had a lot of, maybe you had a lot of arguments, maybe you have a vast history. I'm not loving all this glare here. You guys may have a vast history that generated a bunch of issues that this person has to work out. So they may be dealing with that a lot. I mean, they may need to sort themselves out by talking about the past, or talking about what they've been through, or what they are currently going through with you. The 9 of Swords, it's feeling really anxiety ridden, and this kind of trickling into everything else that they do. I feel like talking about you is the thing that they need to do to maybe figure themselves out, sort themselves out, because as you can see, they're in their head a lot, and they have a lot of time and strain and pressure to think about whatever it is that went down between you two. This person is wanting to do that so that they can start anew. It's like they want to start over. They want to take a leap of faith, and that leap of faith could involve, yes, reaching out to you, or just cutting off everything with you, or just relocating, just trying to start something new and have new scenery and just dive into the unknown. That the more unknown is vastly more appealing to them than dealing with and sorting with all these problems. Maybe they dodge the core issues of what their issues are with you. They won't get to the bottom of it. They won't do the whole personal accountability thing. This person might be very reactive when you talk about their role in things. They might see themselves as a victim. There is that Pisces energy where there may be some victim mentality, Aries energy where they may be very reactive, explosive, and Taurus energy where they may be very stubborn. So them wanting to take a leap of faith and do something different, wanting their life to change, might just be where they're at right now, just hoping for it, praying for it, wanting to do it, wanting to take a leap of faith, wanting to know when. The curiosity of just a new journey, a new setup is most appealing to this person. We have the Strength. I feel like this person is doing this because we have two instances of somebody having to persevere with the Ten of Wands and now the Leo card, the Strength card, sorry. This is about exhibiting emotional intelligence. Although this card is like the action of the strain, the stress, and the toll it takes on the body, this is more about having to endure something long term to the point where you have acquired some emotional intelligence. So this person may be able to understand people a little bit better. They may be more experienced and they may be more developed emotionally. But I feel like their flight or fight. Their flight or fight may not allow them to move backwards and handle things differently, right? They might just get triggered and think about that and be very defensive. We have the Seven of Wands next. The Seven of Wands, it does speak to defending yourself or standing your ground. And that's what kind of led me to believe that this person with personal accountability may not see things, may have a very distorted perception of reality where they don't see what they've done or they don't see their pitfalls. So they may be very defensive. They may be very bold and be like, oh, it's all your fault, or I'm blaming this person, I'm talking about you because it's all your fault, or they may be highlighting just the things that you did and not necessarily what they did. So this person might be very defensive, and it's because I feel like they may not be able to see it because all they're dealing with is the consequences of what happened. Like if they have like a condition or they have stress that has cost them a job or cost them relationships, cost them this, that, I feel like, they will have an excuse or have something to blame it on outside of themselves, which is why they hold these feelings for so long. We see the Nine of Swords being in reverse and it being a little bit more of an in your head type of thing, or the way that you think. And so this person, I feel like the way they think isn't different, but they know how to deal with it a little bit better. They may have developed that emotional intelligence. They may have established some more boundaries and been a little bit stronger about how they approach these types of situations. If you've done some things that they have now learned from, and they're like, oh, well, next time I won't deal with a person like this, that, or the other thing. But again, not really acknowledging what it is that they've done. I mean, they may be a little apologetic. Is it sincere? I see the defensiveness. I see some of that like impatient Aries energy. It might be like, let me sweep it under the rug and say I'm sorry, to get to where I gotta go, but ultimately be defensive when it comes down to the details and the smaller issues collectively that create I'm sorry, but like I'm not gonna get into the details of what I'm sorry for and all that stuff. Because I feel like you've done all this wrong. So I feel like they're talking about you and they're trying to be emotionally intelligent the way that they do so, to not make themselves look bad. They will defend their actions. They will play down their actions or whatever it is their missteps were. And it feels like this is a strategic technique. It feels like this is what they do. This is how they are. And that ain't changing, right? So I feel like overall this person talking about you because they feel a little resentful of your actions in your participations in any type of conflict or any type of upheaval or any type of baggage that is just going on and on and on. Like as if like you guys are collaborating on something and you're not pulling your weight. They will go on and on and on about it. Not telling you that they said, forget it, I'll do the whole thing myself. Like stuff like that. So there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There is a link to my website as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.